No sooner has Tyson Fury endorsed the AJ Miller fight by calling it a good fight, he's also given a kind of backhanded compliment or a critique of the fight by subtly degrading Miller as an opponent, because he said that when he sparred Jarrell Miller back in 2011, he claims he dropped him 7 times. Now, back in 2011, Tyson Fury was nothing like the fighter he is today. He was much more willing to stand and trade with opponents. We know that he was British level back in 2011. He was going life and death back then with the likes of John McDermott. So he is a million miles from that today, way better now than he was back then. But yet and still, he claims back then he was dropping Jarrell Miller 7 times in sparring and had to send him home after just 1 day in camp. He also says, and I've seen the video on YouTube where Tyson Fury is at some speaking engagement, like an evening with Tyson Fury, that kind of deal. He also says that the reason that he picked Miller to be a sparring partner in the first place is because they were both in the Klitschko camp together, and Jarrell Miller acquitted himself very well in sparring with Vladimir Klitschko. And some people may have seen footage of a very young Jarrell Miller sticking and moving against Vladimir Klitschko in sparring. I'm assuming that was the time, or perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps that was a different time. But Jarrell Miller has certainly been in the ring with Vladimir Klitschko, that's for sure. Now, it has to be said that this is a very long time ago. And as much as Tyson Fury has improved since then, Jarrell Miller has no doubt improved. He's bigger, stronger, and even more confident now than he was then. And I believe he was very confident then. So did Tyson Fury really drop him 7 times? I don't know about 7 times. Maybe he did. I'm inclined to suspect that Tyson Fury is exaggerating a bit there, because he does like to exaggerate quite often, let's be real. But do I suspect that he did drop Miller? Yes, I do. And one of the reasons I say that is because Jarrell Miller tends to bite his tongue when it comes to Tyson Fury. He tends to have a lot of respect for Fury. And Miller is one of those guys where if he doesn't feel a need to respect you as a fighter, he won't. Do you understand? Particularly if you're a fighter from the UK, because he just seems to think the UK is full of cream puffs. So for him to respect Tyson Fury, there must be a reason for that. Tyson Fury must have earned his respect. So I already knew that they sparred back in the days, a long time ago. But hearing Tyson Fury say that he dropped Miller, to me, this has a ring of truth to it. Because that would explain why Miller has been so cautious when it comes to speaking ill of Tyson Fury. And this same time period when Tyson Fury is claiming he dropped Big Baby Miller in sparring and had to send him home, about a year later, I believe it was, if I've got my timeline correct, is when Tyson Fury sparred Dillian Whyte. And that's when Dillian Whyte claims he dropped Fury a number of times in the gym. A claim which Fury has never denied, by the way. I've seen some Tyson Fury cult members try to deny it and post tweets from Tyson Fury where they claim he was denying it, but he wasn't. I've looked at those tweets. Tyson Fury was responding to a comment from Dillian Whyte, where Dillian Whyte was basically saying that he dropped Tyson Fury in sparring and that he is going to replace Tyson Fury as Deontay Wilder's opponent. This was last year. Tyson Fury responded by saying, "Only in your dreams." And you see, the Fury cult members have said, well, "Only in your dreams" is referring to dropping me 5 times in sparring. But no, "Only in your dreams" is really referring, in my interpretation at least, to Dillian Whyte saying that he would replace Tyson Fury as the opponent for Wilder and make the millions. You see? So Tyson Fury left it ambiguous. He did not come out and categorically deny being dropped several times by Dillian Whyte in sparring. Never has. Nobody's ever shown me any evidence that Tyson Fury's denied it. I personally believe that he did get dropped by Dillian Whyte in sparring. Whether it was 5 times, 1 time, 2 times, I don't know. But I do believe he was dropped. And I can't understand why people find it so difficult to believe, bearing in mind that Tyson Fury, right before he sparred Dillian Whyte, had fought Nevin Pikic, a guy with about, 5 KOs out of 17, 18 fights on his record. And Nevin Pajkic dropped Tyson Fury heavily in that fight. If Nevin Pajkic can drop Tyson Fury in a professional boxing ring, then a few months later, I don't see why it's so hard to believe that Dillian Whyte dropped him. Again, this is not the Tyson Fury of today. This is the Tyson Fury way back in the days when he was getting dropped by Pajkic, when he had not long come through those life and death battles with John McDermott. So he is 10 times the fighter now than he was back then. But still, these sparring rumors are interesting, at least to me. And particularly this Jarrell Miller sparring rumor, it shows you, I think the truth of it, in my view, reveals itself through Jarrell Miller's attitude towards Tyson Fury. He's far more respectful, and always has been, far more respectful towards Fury than he is towards the other British heavyweights. He's not very respectful towards Dillian Whyte, not very respectful towards AJ, but very respectful towards Tyson Fury. And I think it's because Fury earned his respect in the gym and put him in his place. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, this really has no bearing on Anthony Joshua versus Jarrell Miller in terms of what kind of fight we can expect, because it was a very long time ago. Yeah, we're talking about 8 years ago when Jarrell Miller was just a baby. Well, he's still a baby, right? Big baby. But you know what I'm saying, a baby in the game. A lot more experience now, a lot stronger. So, you know, what happened in sparring 8 years ago, I don't think we can really read too much into it. It's, if something had happened in sparring 2 years ago, I'd read more into it. But 8 years ago, that's not really a factor as far as I'm concerned. But the only thing I will say is, just like Tyson Fury did in sparring with Miller, AJ is going to have to earn Miller's respect in the ring. Miller's not going to give up the respect willingly. AJ is going to have to hurt him, and he's going to have to force him to respect him. So let's see if that happens. Drop your comments in the comment section below and let me know how you feel. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.